Hello, investors. This is Ted Zhang, Associate Portfolio Manager with Revere Asset Management. Today is Friday, September 27th, 4:39 p.m., coming to you from Fort Lauderdale with tonight's Revere Roundup Daily Market Insight video to wrap up this week. So jumping right into it, state of the market, of course, we're in an uptrend. I mean, we had an all-time high weekly close. Bitcoin is showing RS. Trend gauge, of course, an all-time high means market leaders are doing well. Short-term, medium-term, and long-term trends are above their respective moving averages. And therefore, we have full green up arrows, and that means GROTECTION is operating under the mandate of growing, or at least being invested. So what happened today? 21 over 21 list, down 0.25%, 6 up, 2 sideways, 13 down. Big 8 down 0.24%, which is what dragged S&P down and the Nasdaq down today. RG8 up 0.35%, S&P down 0.13%, equal weighted RSP up 0.36%, Qs down 0.55%, QQEW down 0.10%, the Dow up 0.39%, mid-caps up 0.11%, Russell up 0.75%, Global 60/40 bond portfolio up minus 0.06%, and GROTECTION minus 0.49%. And so I'm taking over the video today. Don is out at the IBD Founders event, so he's having a great time in Vegas, and we're manning down the fort. He'll be back next week, but it's a great event for us and for Don to meet more IBD members. So jumping right into the charts then. Markets S&P 500 chart, as you can see, a weekly all-time high close. Daily, we closed at 57.38. Yesterday's close was 57.45, so not quite an all-time high daily close, but we're still trending well above the 8 EMA, so there's nothing to complain about. RSP equal weighted, new all-time high today, and that's because of the mega cap weakness today, why RSP saw RS versus S&P 500. The Qs, still above this line, so good above that line, bad below. Still normal action. Moving averages starting to expand to the upside. 50 days looking to get back into the uptrend as well. The Dow, new all-time high today. Can't really say much about that. Trending above the 8 EMA. Mid-caps, notched a new all-time high today, but closed back in the range. This still looks good. Above this level is what I'm looking at. Russell poked his head out today, closed at the lows of the range, but out of this bull flag looks good. We'll see what happens here with the Russell, but this looks good. Volatility, it was definitely up today, up 10%, up to 16.96. Bounced off the 200-day moving average, which is not what I wanted to see. I want us to see us get back below the 200, back to the 10 to 13 area. The dollar, still trading at the lows of the support level. Not too much to talk about in terms of the dollar right now. On the flip side, gold made a new all-time high weekly close, still trending super nicely above the 8 and 21 MAs. And gold looks amazing. I mean, when we look at the monthly, we've talked about this before, out of a 10-year cup with handle, and it's been heading upward ever since. Built its base, came out again, and now we're trending well. GDX, we got rid of the nugget today. Still acting fine, but we just wanted to take down some risk, some exposure in the markets. Silver, building a handle now. Above 29.56, which I've talked about, looks great. And finally, I talked about Bitcoin on the podcast, and this is definitely showing RS today. Yesterday, we took out the 65,000 level. Then we retested today, the 65,000 level, reconfirmed higher, saw higher highs. 70K looks like it's up next, and it will be key to see what we do up there. To the bonds, still trending well, building a flag against the 21 EMA now. TLT, similar action, even although it is weaker, back to the 50-day. And then yields, of course, rallied a bit as bonds pulled back. So heading to the tail of the tape, VIX was up about 10% today, so that is something notable. Greed came down a bit to 68 by 2 points. Today we had news PCE came in line, and we know that GDP also came in line yesterday, which is honestly a pretty Goldilocks scenario that the economy is not softening too quickly, nor is inflation picking up. So that is what we like to see, and the market clearly likes it with a new all-time high weekly close. Today's keys, we're looking at the S&P versus that breakout support area, and same with the Qs. Couple with handle pivot, which we're still above both those lines, so that is good. Day count, we went from up 1, and I'm classifying as consolidation 1 since we're inside day. 13 days above the 8 EMA, 13 days above the 21 EMA. Expectations are of course positive. Some sectors, no. So what we did today, we added First Solar, doubled it, sold Nugget, sold Lily, trimmed 1/2 Kava, and took an offensive sell in MSTR. And the bottom line is S&P 500 all-time high weekly close, Bitcoin relative strength today. Bond prices are up, bond yields are down, and same with dollar was down as well today, as well as tech down too. All right, so some charts of interest. I talked about on the podcast, so if you want to see that more in detail, you can go there. But I'll quickly go over those 4 names I talked about. Bitcoin, of course, looks great above this 3644 level, and that coincides with that 65,000 level. Now I really want to see what it does against 70,000. Meta, its suite of AI products are amazing. New all-time highs, just trending above the 8 EMA. NVIDIA pulled back today, back to the breakout level, held so far. Watching this against 131 level. Finally, CEG, all-time high on this highest volume ever gap on the news partnership with Microsoft. It started to build actually a bull flag, as you can see on the 60-minute chart. So you could potentially find an add-on buy soon, but it is quite a bit extended here. And then finally, we'll go over some 21 over 21 stocks. We'll go over the top 5. Of course, Bitcoin, super RS today. MicroStrategy, the leading security to play it in. Really nice 6% move today, heading into the supply zone. That is why we decided to take an offensive trim. We can always add it back through that level, ideally after some sort of handle like that. Tesla was another one that was a nice mover. We're approaching this 271 level. This has ran up the right side, so constructive price action would want us to see a handle built. ITB, home builders, is acting well, broke this bull flag. Let's see what happens there, but it's on volume as well. So great action there as well. On the downside, GDX, we got rid of this. Gold miners breaking the 8 EMA on volume. Kava, we trimmed 1/2, 3-bar break, breaking the 8 EMA back to pretty much a 21 EMA and a high volume close. We still have half the position, so we're letting that ride for now. Flutter Entertainment, pulled back after that guide higher, still above the 8 EMA though, so we're giving it time. The IoT, changing character, breaking the 8 EMA. We're not in this one. This could present potential pullback buy at the 21 EMA. And then finally, Uber, still very healthy price action, pulling back to this breakout level, retesting it. The next area to really watch out for is that 82 area highs. So that will wrap it for today's video. Let me get this off the screen. As always, we would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you at ted@revereasset.com, and then you can reach out to Dan and Don at revereasset.com. Our phone is 855-REAL-WEALTH. That's 855-732-5932. We named our flagship portfolio GROTECTION, and with the dual mandate that we want to participate when the market is in an uptrend and protect money when we're in a downtrend. If you're interested in becoming a client of mine, please reach out. And with that said, I'll wrap it up for today. Today is Friday, September 22nd. This is Ted Zhang with Revere Asset Management, telling it like it is. Thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your week, and have a great weekend.